going to the pro league. Thank God. I mean, thank God. I take that back. I had one lady sponsor me for my suit this year. So Kitty Bikini, she did sponsor me for one of my suits. So that was pretty awesome. I think I did. That was from the Battle of Texas, the green suit, which I loved that suit. Hope to get to wear it again in my pro show. Just gotta, tweak a few things. But yeah, so I'm sure something will come down the line soon.
Well, I think you have a great personality, but I said great look to you, and also you are a beautiful woman. I think people will find that thing about social media. You have to be very popular, very active, And the thing is, this sport, again, with y'all women, there is so much to it. The guy, I say it like this. Here's one side of it. The guys, they have their expenses. But again, all they got to do is put on a pair of banana hammocks and boy shorts and tan. That's it. You lady have to be presentable. You have to have muscular. You have to have muscularity and femininity. You have to have the witsuits. You have to have a look of where you have both. You look like this, chiseled goddess, but also just carry yourself in a way that really gets your attention. Where the judges say, you know what, she has good qualities. Let's show it to IFBB. Here you go, my man KL. He's always talking shit. I think like he says, you need to work on reading. We're reading fundamental. You need to learn to spell. So yeah, and that's the thing. This sport can be a lot, mentally, physically. I know competitors dealing with after show, like we talked about my chat before, like post show blues, losing those shreds where you're shredded, you're put together, you're all like there's an old saying as we smoke called, when you ladies rock hard, we're rock hard, and and it's about the process as you grow as an athlete. Like, especially one thing is I'm being a big dude, and one thing I do like food. Like, especially you're Texas, y'all are the second biggest barbecue next to North Carolina. What was that thing? Share it with me. Yeah. What was that thing that we wanted the most, especially after that last show? Share it with me.
Honestly, I had the Oreo Reese's Pieces cookies. I had that ready to go, but I only ate one. I wanted my Tic Tacs. If everybody knows me, they know I love Tic Tacs. And I wanted pizza, but I never got my pizza. I still have not got my pizza. Still have not got my pizza. I did, and I got my donuts. I told my job that I was working. I said, I need y'all to get they know the donuts that I love. I said, I need those to be at the job when I come back. And they were there. So I got my donut. I got my donut fix. And I'm good. But yeah, I still ain't got my pizza yet. I have my Mexican food, but I hopefully I can get some pizza soon.
Well, tell your boy to go get some pizza.
Look, I thought I was gonna get some pizza while we were snowed in. Everything was, closed up, so I didn't even get no pizza snowed in. So
maybe tomorrow if you go out and you stop by a nice little pizza joint, have yourself a nice little slice, and enjoy yourself. That's the thing. Maybe you should always, food is both a tool and a weapon for a bodybuilder. You should enjoy the good stuff, but also be smart when eating, especially because like it could be things that can hinder your growth or help your growth. Like how often you eat during the day?
How often? I eat about 5-6 meals a day. So about every 3 hours.
Yeah. And that's the one thing you got to remember. That it's part of the food that you eat, because sometimes it's not as it's very clean. It's very healthy. It's, like chicken or broccoli. It's not going to be the stuff like, everyday person like they like to have a cheeseburger or something like that.
Now,
and because
you same thing every day, just about.
Yeah, and that's part of the consistency of bodybuilding. You might change something every now and then, but you have to stick to that plan. Because as my other guys sometimes, I don't have a plan. I'm just a dog chasing cars. I don't know what to do when I get one. So Oh yeah, and Shakelle, I want to tell you something before I leave you. You are beautiful. I'm sorry about him.
I knew he was going to show up.
He can't live because you know what? He completes me. So so as you say, now the plan is to grow your quads. You feel like you want to shoot maybe an early show this year before the year goes out, or you want to wait till the first of next year?
I don't know. I would like to do a show this year. Maybe towards after, maybe start getting ready towards the summer. I don't know what Ashley wants to think. We'll talk about that. But I would love to do a show this year. I mean, I know there's a couple of shows and I can teeter totter as far as doing a regular open, and I can do masters. So masters pro. So we'll see within the next couple of weeks what she wants to do. How long, right now we're just, last year, honestly, I was in prep almost all year, kind of, sort of, because I was supposed to do a show in June and July, and we pulled out. So then so I was in prep for the first half of the year, getting ready for June and July. And then I had to pull out that show. And so then we took a month or two off. And then I got ready, for the November, December fit for it. So we're really just trying to take some time to get my body to reset right now and not rushing into anything. Just really just get my blood work done and, going over all that stuff and get my eating habits, let my body kind of get back to homeostasis, get back to normal levels. And then, we can kind of see within the next week or two, or a month or whatever, as we continue to grow, just keeping the same pattern, the same routine that we have been doing, then we can kind of sit down and come up with a master plan. But I would like to try to do a pro debut this year. I don't think that I would be too far off in, doing one, but I kind of let her, once I sit and talk to her, let her see. And if not, we can always wait till the first of the year, but I would like to do one this year. I really would.
Well, we figure you got quite a few shows compared to women's bodybuilding. You lost a couple of shows here and there. I mean, I'm like I said, this is the vision where I got into this because I've been a fan of women's body for a long time, and I really admire these ladies. The other divisions I really start paying more attention to, but that's one thing about this. Again, we say it's a process. It's about taking the time to rest because being long prep can be draining. No one can stay that stage lean year round because it's tough.
And I sure can't.
Because your skin's really thin. You can you feel like you're like walking, have needles pitching on you every other day.
Skin is dry. And you gotta recover financially too. I ain't got money growing on trees, so gotta be able to recover financially because you gotta kick that gear back in once it's time to get that back going again. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay in my recovery phase right now, my regrouping phase. I'm okay with it, not rushing getting back into it. So I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying the process right now because, like I said, last year was really heavy on focusing on getting that pro card. So we got it, and now just enjoying a little bit, not too much. And then get back into the game.
How long you think you want to stick as a IFBB pro? You feel like you have a shelf life, or you feel like you want to keep on going till you keep going till you drop, or till you say, like Rocky Balboa say, I hear no bell ring, ding. You want to keep on going?
I want to keep going. I fought really hard for this. I've been doing this since 2004. And like I said, back then pro league wasn't a thing for me. But I feel like a newbie going into it 5 years ago. And I feel like I have that shelf life. I don't feel like I'm 50, maybe my knees might feel like it sometimes, but I feel like someone told me once you get your pro card, you're going to stop. I'm like, absolutely not. I worked way too hard to get this. And so I want to test the waters and see how well I do amongst the IFBB Pro League and, set another goal, maybe Masters Olympia. You just never know. So, but right now it's like, let's see where we are with amongst the open and the Masters girls and see how we fit there. And, it's a lifestyle for me now, in regards to seeing how well I can push my body at my age, and see what I can do with it. So I like challenges.
I can feel you. Like I said, I know I'm 51, but some days I feel like I'm 60. Sometimes I get up in the morning, I feel like Ozzy Osbourne, shut in, and then there's days where I can get on my game. I'm like, I can go, roll with the big boys. But that's the thing is about taking that time, being smart, understanding the process, and also having people like your coach in your corner who's helping you get to that there. You never know. Like I said, there's shows that give you that opportunity. Maybe if you don't qualify for the Olympia this year, you can always shoot for the Masters O. And as you know, the Masters O, you can, if you win that, you should go to Olympia, but you gotta go through Jessica Reyes Padilla. She does about 50 shows every year. You
Yeah,
know,
she's a
um,
beast, man.
yeah, because that's your coach's one of your coach's stablemates because they're part of VOOP. She's like her, Natalia. Natalia does like 18 shows a year. Yeah. She's been on my channel before, even commented. I respect her as a competitor, as a person, but I'm not a big fan. I'm be honest with you. And
Hmm.
I know Sarah Viggles was there at the show. She was, talking to some of the ladies. Besides, Ashley and who and Linda, who else you really respect and admire as a competitor as a bodybuilder?
Definitely Sid. Obviously, she's amazing. She's gorgeous. The glam with the figure. I'm a figure girly. Rhea has been a godsend. She's so humble and just down to earth and just realistic. Um, and graceful. And I've really been watching Rhea from when not really she first started, but when she graced the Olympia stage, a couple years back, and she wasn't in the top, and I just kind of watched her rise in the ranks. I actually cried when she won. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like well deserved because I kind of watched her grow in that arena, and I loved her body. I mean, I just loved her structure, her X frame, and how she. I feel like she took what the judges were telling her, and she really did what they told her to do. Tone this down, do this, do this, do this, and she just kind of like morphed. Um, Another fan girly, Tessa. Can't remember Tessa's last name,
Mets.
but Metz, I love her. I love her frame. I've been watching her when she turned pro. I kind of watched her. I love her muscularity. I love her look. So I kind of follow her, and she probably thinks I'm a stalker or something like that. Sometimes I'm like liking all her posts. I'm like, oh my god. Um,
I know you
um,
feel.
huh?
I know you feel. I'm not, but honestly, I feel.
Yeah. So I see Jessica a lot at the gym, so I love her too. So like I said, I'm a figure girly. Um, and there's some other girls that I kind of watch, but mostly I just really kind of study the figure arena more or less. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So basically, quote my favorite. This is from our favorite movie, Batman Begins. Liam Neeson is it's Henry Scott, aka Ra's al Ghul, the Demon's Head, said to Bruce Wayne, "Beware surrounds all the time, young Master Wayne. Never go show footing for a killing blow." And that's the thing. You are in a we are in a division where you have to beware. Like where's
Mm-hmm.
I was actually rooting for Lola Montez. I was really
Mm.
rooting for her. I feel like she fit the criteria.
Lola,
She
you
could
said
look
Lola?
to it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Lola. One person I think you've seen Cherish Richardson. She didn't compete last year.
Yes, she didn't. Cherish didn't, but Cherish
Yeah,
is. I have a picture with Cherish
hmm I
at the
know.
Olympia. I
Yeah,
think
I've seen
it's
it.
that year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
Yeah, so she's amazing too. Yeah, she's down there. I think me and her birthday's on the same day, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I can't remember, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Lola's
Yeah.
body is sick. Lola's body is sick. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I know what it is that where she could it's just a bait. I actually I said a thing to her saying like if you don't win, I'm going to not launch your lip and say don't do that. She's nice. I mean, she's Canadian too, so in
Oh,
Jamaican,
she's
so that's
Canadian. Okay,
she's from Canada.
I didn't know
She
that.
yeah that's hey, well that's why I say again, beware surrounds all time, Master Way. And
Hmm.
that's why I pay attention to this. Even though I'm starting, as again, usually my focus was women's bodybuilding, but I've been in women's physique. I've interviewed women in fitness or wellness here and there, a couple of fit model competitors. This is
Hmm.
about my challenge about, giving y'all ladies the opportunity to share your stories, to hear
Yeah,
what got you into. I reach out to ladies, say, hey, you want to do an interview? Say, no, I don't have something to say, but you never know. Because I have
you never
ladies
know
tell
who
me
you
stories
met.
of, yeah, because you never know, because you might, maybe somebody might watch this and say, you know what? That might inspire me to try something like this. Like right here, shot to Dorian Hamer coming through says, why not keep going if you enjoy it? What's
Yeah,
the alternative? Lose the gains, keep going. So yeah,
yeah,
appreciate that.
definitely. I definitely gonna keep going. Definitely gonna keep going. I'm doing it for my master's girls too. So we can do this. Get through perimenopause. You can still, build muscle, be in shape, get good movement even in perimenopause. Because that don't nobody really tell you much about that. Growing up, at least around my age, they didn't. And so, beating those odds and being able to conquer that because it is a whole nother beast in your lifestyle. Being able to conquer that has been, something that I have been told that has been inspiring to other women. So I think that's a plus.
Well, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
man. I don't know about something like that. We
See,
just
y'all know about all that. Don't worry
no,
about
no.
it. It's tough. It's tough out there. It's tough out here.
It's tough out here be a man. We gotta work and
Wow.
feed y'all women and yeah. Y'all just get home and have babies. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think especially I also like the masses have really grown in the last few years. There's amazing
Yeah,
women who
it
are 40,
has.
50 plus. I interviewed a lady who turned pro at 72 years old, and her name is Rebecca Woody. Amazing
Okay.
lady. She turned pro a few years ago. Then she was competing for a long time. I got my friend Eunice. She runs a company, Bad Rap, and she's
Mm-hmm.
60. And I was there hanging out at her. I'm gonna show you this picture. We were, like I said, I was hanging out because she was my friend. I wanted to help her out because he ran a booth, Bad Rap. And here she is, me and a particular legend of rock and
Oh
roll
yeah.
standing together. If you can recognize them, and
I have my glasses on.
yeah, you know, it's me, and between me and you, this is one Mr. David Lee Roth.
Oh
You know,
wow.
yeah, the man who was the not Van Hagar, not Van Sharon, Van Halen. The lead
Yeah.
singer of
Yeah.
the group, and it was for me. I'm the country boy going to Tampa, and it's hot down there. Oh wow,
Oh my gosh.
it's a
Humid.
different it's a different heat compared because I came on the train. And I had to stop in Savannah where I went to Savannah Pro, same train station I went to Savannah Pro 3 years ago. I
Mm-hmm.
stayed train station for 6 hours before I get train to go to Tampa, and another 6 hours train back to South Carolina. I got the train it to go back to home, and to be there and to see people like Ashley, and some people like one guy I'm not a big fan of is Tim Gardner. I'm kind of like I don't, and meet some of the ladies that I've done interviews with and follow social media and help a friend. And really, for me, it was a highlight for me.
Yeah.
And to talk to ladies like yourself who are passionate, who are understanding, who do the sport because not just because this is something that really brought you into a new level, but also something that gave you new purpose in your life.
It did exactly. It did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
I think calibrated my level as far as gave me something to shoot for. you know, and not just working out and lose weight, but let me shoot for a goal. There's something that can see if I can attain. It ain't easy, you know, getting to this level. And they just don't. They say they just hand them out, but some people genetically can get it, but then those that are not, we got to really really work for it. And I'm like, man, my ultimate goal was like I'm gonna get it when I turn 50. I didn't get it when I turn 50. I said, well, I'm gonna get it before I turn 51. So,
yeah. Well, this is
shoot
what
for.
for my favorite Japanese anime, Naruto. Sometimes hard work can beat natural talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Some people can have all the genetics, but then if you don't work as hard and put that time in to train, to diet, to understand the consistency, the determination, the persistency of being a bodybuilder, it's not meant for everybody. Nobody wants to make those sacrifices. Like holidays is past, it's nice you want to sit down
Yeah,
and have that ham and that turkey and that rice, But
yeah.
then you want to get that pro card. So you know what? That's not as important. That can always come later.
Come back
I
around.
have a goal and I want to stick to that goal. We have here, shout out to my girl here, Dorian. She says, it's inspiring to me. I'm 52 and it's no joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, as us men, we don't have to worry about that. We don't make babies, we give them. you know. So, and thing is, people we go to the shows, we go to y'all see y'all compete. We see these amazing bodies, but don't understand the work you have to put in, the time you got to put in, hunger, dehydration, tired.
Gosh,
But
yeah.
then you get on that stage and you bring your best look and you get a pro
And
card.
your
And I
best,
know
yeah.
what was your boy there cheering you on?
He didn't make it to. He watched it online, but he couldn't make it to the thing because he had to work. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
on a Friday. So
Yeah, I know he's
yeah.
like, yeah, that's my mom, that's my mom. And then some guy said, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
your mom. I'll be your pappy. Oh, hey, you sick
I,
freak. Yeah.
I FaceTimed him as soon as I got off the stage, got my phone out. He's the first person I FaceTimed. Let him know I made it. I did
Well,
it.
here's
Yeah.
the thing. Coming from a son, our mothers are our first woman we ever loved. You are
Hmm.
a best way to quote. I know it sounds like a movie from the movie Psycho. A boy's best friend is his mother, and you two have each other for a long time. He stands by
Yep.
you. Again, he might have a girlfriend down the road or a wife, but you know what? I tell you this: you can never
Not mine.
replace your mother. If you lose it, because
Yep.
mine's been gone for like about 5 years. You know, again, she was my woman. I stood by her; she stood by me, and it's good that he
Hmm.
said about you because I know he, growing up with you and seeing what you were going through and supporting you. Again, like I said, losing friends, he was still in your corner, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You have your
Yeah.
people like Ashley, your boy in your corner, everybody in your corner. That's most definitely what keeps a bodybuilding going because sometimes it's tough. It's a
Very
lonely sport, but it's a sport we have people that generally can support you. If it's not another competitor, it's someone in your own corner.
in your family, yeah. And he would send me. He would, he always brags his friends like, "Look at my mom's muscles." If he's on his phone, look at my mom, make a flex for him. Like, I don't want to do that. No, just show me muscles, mom. I tell all my people at my job that my mom's a bodybuilder. And like, what? So he told me like, "You're my superhero." He's like, "I'm so proud of you." And he's seen the whole thing. He's seen the whole thing. He's known the struggles. He's known, the ups and downs and the good and bads. And he's like, he would tell me like, go out there and get it. He actually told me, he's like, if you win your pro card, he's like, I'm gonna do a show with you next year. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I hope
So
he's
I won. So
I hope he's a man of his
so I'm
word.
like,
You know,
you gotta hold you to your word. We already did some
yeah,
little posing, picked out so like, in about a year or so, he'll be on stage.
yeah.
He'll
And
be
then
on
you
stage.
show his friends, hey, this is my mom on the phone. Say, that's your mom? Yeah. You mind if I take my? I'll be right back. I'll bring the phone later. I mean, I'm just going to the bathroom. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
But again, there are guys out there that find women like you very, again, you are a beautiful woman. And
Thank
even
you.
though even though you might have muscles, you're still a beautiful woman. That's the thing. Again, society does not think that women with muscle can be attractive, appealing. There are women like
Exactly.
Andrea. People. If I look at people like Jessica, she's an attractive woman. I look at Ashley, she's cute. And that's the thing is that what you believe is the standard of what is considered beauty. It's not everybody's standard. And
Right.
again, I gotta say this, ladies, you gotta respect who you are as a person, as an individual. Like one thing I often say like this: sponsorship, fellas. If you're interested in sponsoring these ladies, reach out with genuine interest. But guys, don't be that guy that says, "Hey, Shaq. So if I sponsor you, you think you can dunk on me? No, you sick freak. You sick freak. Stop that." This is what you do. This is my performance, fam. This is a performance I do. Um, Mrs. O'Neill, we are interested in your story, your life, how you started. We are looking to sponsor athletes like yourself who have a passion. So if you feel like you're comfortable with our product or something that works in your process, and you think that you would like to be part of our company as a brand ambassador, so let us know. We are sure that we have a great future together and also see you grow as an athlete in your sport. So, ma'am, if you feel like you're comfortable with our plan, just let us know. We're happy to help you.
See, it's professional.
Yeah, I'm good at it. So, yeah, I gotta be professional here. We got here a comment to my girl here. She says, uh, "Good afternoon, Shakelle." That's my man Lawrence Perkins says. George and everyone on the chat. Yeah, that's my man Lawrence Perkins. Also, he says, it's a blessing your son have a mother as inspirational hero. You and your son, your struggles will inspire to your son and people to be the best
Yeah,
version of yourselves. And that's good. Because you know
yeah,
what? It's good that he supports you, your family supports you, your friends support you, people like Ashley, all the other ladies that are in your corner. Because, like I said again, this sport can take a lot of any person. Most people wouldn't want to do what you do. Get up in the morning, go work out, train, stick to a consistent diet.
mm,
I mean, again, it can be boring, but the thing is the reward out of that boredom.
yeah. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So, folks, we're not gonna hold this lovely lady too long. She just had a busy day. She took the time to talk to me, and I don't
Yeah.
say it may not be the '80s, but I'm down with the ladies. So, folks, we're gonna really appreciate. Yeah, I know I'm a cornball. I know that. So,
That
this
I
is the
love it.
question. Thank you. I love you too. So, this is a question I'm gonna ask you. what would you want for yourself out of this sport as a whole?
You said, what do I want for myself out of sport as a whole? I want to, like I said before, I want to be able to inspire other women, um, in general, to let them know that, especially at my age group or in my age group, that we can do what you can do, whatever you put your mind to. We don't have to let these stipulations of, oh, I'm in menopause, or, oh, I got bad knees, or I got arthritis, kind of limit you. If you really want something, go after it. Find the resources, figure out what to do. You might not have to be to my level as far as a figure competitor, a professional competitor, bodybuilder, anything like that. But any aspect in life, that's especially when it comes to health and fitness, push yourself, go outside your comfort zone. You can't be comfortable if you're trying to get to the goals that you're trying to be to. You got to be uncomfortable. So if that means making those sacrifices, that's